Welcome to today's stream. Hold on, my headset's a little tangled up. Let's get into this. Post to let everybody know I'm live. Alright. Plug up my phone charger.
Welcome back, Tyler.
Alright, let's see what stuff I can do today. Oh. Don't mind if I do. Oh, she ain't gonna give me nothing good. So I have brass for they just keep giving me them freaking Porsches. I'm like, bro, I do not want a Porsche. It's like a whole hat. Man, thank you, Forza. That stuff be a waste of time, man. Hey, what's up, Wholesome? Five S1s. Watching Sons of Anarchy. That was a show I was like, I never watched it, but I heard it was a good show. I know my dad, he watched it, but I watched like clips of it on YouTube. I think the one time where I remember it was like something crazy had happened on that show. It was like a dude had got killed in prison. Like Like, I don't know his name. I don't know, like, who he overall was, but... Hey, what's up, Illy? But yeah, it was like, I just remember, like, everybody was talking on that when that scene had happened. I was like, I don't even watch the show, but, you know, may the character rest in peace. It wasn't like it was an actual person, but, you know, yeah, may the character rest in peace. Funny though, when people they be what's up, raccoons? Funny when people they be somebody dies in the TV show, they take it to the heart. If people be crying, I'm like, dang, I didn't realize it was that serious. I mean, I understand it's sad, but watch episode 1. Wow, get you hooked. Definitely recommend it. Yeah, one of these days, if they have it like on any of the platforms that or like Netflix or whatever, if they have it on one of those platforms, then yeah, I'll check it out. I don't watch like on no free website because I know the quality is gonna be bad, so I ain't gonna fool with that. Watching on Hulu, dang. I had Hulu, but I messed up my Spotify account and got rid of it. Spotify had this deal going on where it's like, oh, if you're a premium member, then you get Hulu. But it was like the ad one, and I was like, nah, I don't like the ad one. They just had one too many ads. Long ads on top of that playing. I'm like, what's the point? I just watch this stuff on TV. It should be free if you're going to have ads. Coupon code, get $10 off. Oh, yeah, I'm just kind of like starting off with music now, Illy. I ain't really, you know, when that cross that road where I'm like, you know, making more music, then I'll probably look at some packs and stuff. But right now, I'm just trying to get the hang of things. Did I do that race? Yeah, I did that race.
Yards. Turn left.
I'm like, I mean, you could, people still buy mixtapes. I feel like people don't, do that. I don't know, because I'm like, everybody got, like, Spotify and Apple Music, so I'm like, bruh, if you have that, you could, like, download it for free. I don't know, me personally, I'm like, that's why I like those, like, you know, street rappers, or they're like, oh, like, I'm selling my mixtape, get it for $20 and stuff, comes with some other, I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. If it's like on SoundCloud or YouTube, I'll listen to it, but free loot packs too. Alright, cool. Yeah, I was like, I'm just, yeah, trying to, you know, get the hang of things, understand stuff a little bit better. It's gonna take some time. That's why I'm like, probably next month. Not even next month. At some point in time, like soon, I need to start working on that stuff. When you started, like, what? Like, started making on music, like, all together? Or when am I gonna start making music? Because I started when I was 12, but I don't know when exactly I'm gonna start back up making music again.
Turn sharp left.
That's when that Beaterator program came out. Came out when I think I was like either 11 or 12. Took a break. Yeah, last year I was like on that BandLabs thing. I made like 3 albums off of that BandLabs app. So I took a break this year because I was like, all of last year, that's all I was doing was that. Then of course recording video. So yeah, last year it was freaking busy. I was like, man, I need a break. I need to take somewhat of a break this year. So I slowed down with music. I just made like slow and reverb songs or of songs I already created.
In 400 yards.
Or reversed it.
Turn sharp left.
Started using FL Studios. So I got the program. I remember, I think it was right after I graduated high school. But I got like the edition where you couldn't save no music, which is stupid. I'm like, why would you guys even come out with some dumb stuff like that? So I ended up recently getting the producer edition, which is the edition I should have like
Arrived at your destination.
got originally. But I'm like, they need to make that stuff clear. Like, don't come out with some stuff. It's like you can't even save the music. Like, why would y'all even come out with that? I was like, it's a waste of time. Like, oh yeah, let's come out with something that's but it ain't gonna be useful. Like, it's stupid. Use the Camaro, see where that puts me. Camaro is red. Why is it so red? It's like you can't even see the ZL1 on the back of it because it's so red. I should have forgot I was doing a dirt race, so yeah, this ain't gonna work. Yo, I'm gonna have to quit this because that's not gonna work for me. He's telling me to go to the doctor. I really don't want to, he says, because the last few days been clearing my nose because it's been running. I'm sick. I always have blood. Start coughing. Yeah, bro. You got blood coming from your system. You need to go to the hospital. That's something you shouldn't even like have asked me. Like, you got any form of blood coming from your system, and it shouldn't be coming from your. Nah, bro. You gotta go to the hospital. Record a video today. I'm just gonna get back into the swing of things. Sounds. Yeah, it's when you take it. See, that's why I don't really like taking breaks because I'm like, I know it's gonna be just slow and sluggish. So that's why I'm like, if I am gonna, I'll take a break from a channel, but I'll work on another channel, or like work on some other projects. But I just make sure that I'm like, okay, I'm I'm doing something. So if I am taking a break, I'm working on something else.
Your destination.
Let's get the end results. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now, what off-road cars do I have? Feel fine, so I haven't take action. Putting officer. Yeah, bro, you need to go to the hospital. That ain't even something. I wouldn't even ask somebody if I got blood coming from my system and then it shouldn't be coming from, and it's because it's then starting to up until I got sick. Yeah, bro, something ain't right. So definitely go to the hospital, get that checked out. Get more music done. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna work on some other stuff. If I'm, if I'm on a break. My thing, if you're gonna take a break, do something so when you do come back from the break, then you're like, oh, okay, I haven't lost my touch. How is his car going so fast? I'm like, bro, it's supposed to be a S1, not S2. I swear they be doing things on purpose in this game. Like, come on, bro. Like, if anything, we should be neck and neck. If it's supposed to be the same class car, I don't care what car you got. Like, all that stuff should be same class, same speed. This game, man. This is why people don't like playing racing games, because racing games just be doing some dumb stuff at times. Look into for I'd be cautious about it. Nah, that's a, like, you know, if a game, I said that the other day, if a game got 3 stars, don't buy it. Buy it when it's like 4 or 5 stars. But this game, nah, I will wait on it. Or if you got an Xbox, yeah, if you got an Xbox Series S or X and you got the Xbox Game Pass, then you could just download it for free, but don't buy it. Don't put no money into these people's pockets. Have low stars. Yeah, but it's, my thing is that that's just the developers being lazy. They know at the end of the day they gonna make bank off of it, so that's why I'm like, nah, it's just pointless putting money in their pockets, especially if they're gonna have it where the game comes out for like what, $2-3 at some point in time, like 6-7 months down the road. Yeah, okay, then yeah, just download it for free, but don't buy it. Set up docs. Yeah, do that. Do that, Wholesome. It's like, but games today, I'm like, you guys know at the end of the day, it's like, whatever you was doing back like in the Xbox 360 days, then you should know, like, that's what people want. They want them 5-star games that you guys are releasing, like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops. But these games where it's like, oh, nah, it's all about game passes and season passes and all that stuff. Nobody's not playing games for that. They're playing games to have fun. And the fact that that's, like, not the main priority with companies today, I'm like, that's why your games be getting, like, 2-3 stars. People think I'm crazy when I talk on stuff like that, but I'm like, no, I'm speaking the truth. How come you haven't, only time when a game gets 5 stars is if it's a single player game. Look at the one game, the Guardians of the Galaxy. 5-star game, because why? They're not focused on no season pass. They're like, we just here to tell a story. We'll make money, you know, as the game is released. Sorry, 2K been so dry lately as season mode. Sounds good. They went about it. It's bad. Mr. Race, the first legend. 2K has always been a bad game, though. Even before the season pass wave. Like, it's always been a bad game. They don't focus. The 2K, they only focus on, like, how much money they're going to make. And that's why they do, like, the pack openings. And if they just add the season pass, then that. But gameplay-wise, gameplay hasn't changed since, what? 2K12, 2K13. They'll change like the graphics and all of that, but same mechanics. But yeah, you put like what, maybe the last like Xbox 360 2K against the, you know, the latest 2K game, identical mechanics. Okay, Live B, good game. Forza 2K. Even then, I still feel like that they would still do the same scamming stuff. I mean, what, NBA Live was coming out when they, back in the Xbox One, and they still was doing scamming stuff. So I just think 2K, they're like, they know that they got fans out there that will keep continuously buying their games. Like, they're not focused in on the games like myself. You know, there's people out there that, yeah, they just play the games for whatever reasons. I wish I could have the mindset of a person like that, but I'm like, nah, it's like when you keep continuously playing the game and it's just never a fun experience, yeah, I stay away from it. Just trash that point. That's great. Live was 10. 19 was good. I remember I played 19. 19 was, it was okay. See, the thing is that with, that game, they don't have it where, like, you, have to put so much money into your career player just for him to go from trash to not good. In NBA Live, like, you can, you know, however you want to play, like, you could be good regardless. It's good, but it wasn't seen as a threat to compete with. Yeah, that's true, because 2K has, like, more fans. 2K has been running the game for a while. That's their problem. They take these breaks. So probably if they come back with another NBA Live, then it's going to probably end up being good. But they can't be doing that season pass, pack openings, and all that other stuff. Nah, you going to have to just come out with just a regular old game. I honestly, though, but forget EA, forget 2K. Another company needs to make a basketball game. Because you already know EA is going to have it where, like, it probably, when they do release it, it's probably going to be like 3.5 stars maybe. Because there's people that are like, oh, finally, yes. Then there's the ones that's playing it and they're like, okay, like, you know, even though this game came out, I'm still going to criticize it if it's going to be a crap game. But EA, they still out here running scams because, like, they came out with the new line of sport games, and they don't have it in the Game Pass. They only have it where you can play the trials, and I'm like, that's stupid. You have it where we're paying a subscription, but for old games. Like, you know, that just doesn't make any sense to me. That's why I make Live. See a 99 overall. You know, they didn't buy their way. You actually, exactly. Like, that person played. They got to that. They didn't buy their way to it. So, yeah, it's like 2K comes out. Then you already got people that's like level 80 or, you know, they have like an 80 overall rating. But that's the thing, though. I don't like the fact that it starts you off like with a 60 overall rating. I'm like, I feel like that in 2K or just in basketball and just in general, just in real life, you know, you're not going to sign somebody that's like, what, only scoring like 2 points per game. Because I swear, they have it where it's like you score 2 points per game, you may get an assist, you're never going to get a rebound, you're going to get a crap ton of turnovers. Like, nah, bro. You ain't going to the championships or to the playoffs like that. I'm saying, I'm like, first game, somebody playing like that, and I'm an owner or a coach, I'm like, nah, this person got to get traded. They can't be on my team playing like that. This ain't no character development team. This is a team trying to win a championship. We hit level 40 in one day in 2K. Should be able to hit max level. Exactly. As people are trying to buy their way to it. It's a pay-to-win game. Or it's just, it's pay. You don't pay to win, you don't pay to play, you just pay. That's the messed up part about 2K. They're like, you know, you ain't gonna win nothing. And yeah, you ain't gonna gain anything out of it. You just giving us more money so we can make another 2K game. I'm telling you, if it gets to a point in time where, like, people are like, we're done with 2K, that's when 2K is going to be like, oh, wait a minute, we're sorry, we'll fix our games, we'll do all these other different things. That's the only way, is if their career is in jeopardy. Anybody can hit 40 playing enough. Yeah, but that's the thing, don't nobody play 2K like that. Unless you're like a streamer. You're setting yourself up to, you know, rage and get mad. But other than that, like, you're an average person. I don't feel like average people play 2K anymore. I feel like it's like a bunch of streamers and people trying to, you know, go viral with what they're doing. Playing as much as they used to. Yeah, it's like a new wave of, like, you know, the streamers and YouTubers. But, yeah, people like Cash Nasty, Flight. Like, those guys are like, hey, bro, we can, you know, get views by doing other stuff. Burnt Alive. No, they, honestly, those guys, they're like, we can't, you know, being up day and night playing the same game over and over again. Like, nah. That's why I never wanted to really get involved in 2K, because I'm like, bro, I know I'm going to have gray hair by the age of 30. If I had to sit down for like 10 years straight playing 2K, nah. I'm definitely having gray hair by the age of 30. The logo. I mean, they slapping a lot of people in the face. No, they are. It's a slap in the face that people still got to pay money for 2K. I'm like, bruh, it's not money. It shouldn't be a game that you got to buy anymore. Like, you should be able to just get that game for free.
You have arrived at your destination.
I haven't done this one yet. You know what? Let's... And I'm going to switch to that Konaseg. So I can get that, Agent, Duke Dennis, and the other guys been grinding years. Just because they constructively criticize the game, they have no chance of getting the 2K logo. Yeah, because, yeah, they finally get it. They finally realize, like, the game is trash. It's not good.
Turn around.
But I know I don't want to keep... Why they put me on this side of the road? I know I don't want to keep buying a game year after year and putting hundreds or even thousands of dollars into it, and the game is not good. That's not cool, man. Them out for years, yeah. A lot of people have been calling them out. 2K just doesn't want to listen to it because they're all like, "Oh no, we're so into making money. We don't care what, you know, they're saying." I think if a lot of YouTubers teamed up and just start, you know, going after 2K, they wouldn't survive.
You have arrived at your destination.
Dang. Did I beat it? There we go. Alright, which one was I doing again? This one. Alright.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
But, yeah, I'm like, yeah, eventually if a lot of people start going after 2K, they're either gonna, it's just gonna probably ruin their business, or they're gonna fix their game. This is they bragging about being the top 10 game every year. The only basketball game. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's the thing. It's, yeah, you're the only company out there that's making basketball games. But let a small, like, you know, company come out and make a good basketball game, like a one that is going to get 4 or 5 stars. Yeah, they're not going to know what to do with that. They're going to be like, oh, no, well, let's try to do this. Let's try to... They're going to, honestly, if a company came out and they came out with a goated basketball game and everybody was playing it, and it got to the point where, like, it was like the next Fortnite or the next Warzone, like a basketball game that brings in, like, fans from, like, all over, oh, 2K would suffer. 100% they would suffer. And they probably would try to, like, bite off ideas from whoever that company would be. I'm like, yeah, then they're like, oh, yeah, let's make 2K free, or let's come out with, we're gonna come out with a game called NBA 2K. It's free, you ain't gotta put no money in it, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it's people, they're gonna, or it's like, only thing you're gonna have to buy is like cosmetics. I'm like, nah, you guys wanna have this like token-based game where we had to spend hundreds of dollars just to make our player a 80 or 90 overall rating, or to get Michael Jordan or some other goated basketball player on my career. I'm like, man, I ain't doing all that. I'm done with 2K. Like, always say I'm done, then I end up buying another. I'm like, nah, come next year, 2K game comes out, anybody asks, like, oh, you should buy it? Nope. Watch somebody else. Or, get like a voice actor that sounds like me, and then have them play 2K, but I'm not playing it. Why is it that that's a thing in here? Like, so what if I hit the wall? I'm still winning the race, like... I'm counting down the days. I know eventually a company out there, somebody's going to come out with a basketball game. And it's going to be good. And it's going to be a game worth playing. Because 2K, it's like from their controls, from the mechanics, like that stuff is just old and outdated. You can tell the controls is outdated. I'm like, I don't know how many times. And then it's crazy because they're like, oh, we got the old gen and then we got next gen. You can play old gen on new gen and it plays better than the like Xbox Series. Like, so you can pretty much play an Xbox One game on the Xbox Series X and it'll play better. Sport games and co-op was the top 10 list. Yeah, because of their names. But gameplay, like, nah. There's so many other games out there that I played that's so much better than COD and 2K. Well, there ain't a whole lot of basketball games, but alright, but like shooting games, I played a lot of shooting games that's better than COD. And they don't have that recognition. They don't have millions of followers and people playing their games at, like, esport events and all of that. But it's because of the names. It's, they get too cocky with these names. Look at Fortnite. Fortnite, when it very first came out, everybody was playing Fortnite. And Fortnite had something to prove. So time went on. Then they became this big corporate company. Now they're on the same level as like Call of Duty and all these other big games. Now they don't care no more. They know people still gonna play it, so... At the end of the day, it don't matter that somebody criticizes their game. They're all like, hey, people still playing it. People still giving us money. So it don't matter. But once when another game comes out and then shuts them down. Because what game? It was this one game called H1Z1. I remember that game. It was like, it didn't get like as big as like Call of Duty. But it still made a name for itself. But Fortnite came out and all these other games came out. That company just went downhill. People probably don't even know what it's either. Oh, I remember that game, or oh, I never heard of that game. That's the only two things you're gonna say about H1Z1. But when was the last time you heard somebody they are like, oh yeah, I play that game every single day? Why this game? I swear, man. They should just have where you just buy the horns, like... I know one thing, freaking music in here is trash, like, dang it. They come out with another update, come out with some more music. They play like 5 songs and that's it. Like somebody's EP. Like, bro, play some other stuff. Make sure this ain't like no special event. Did buy a Bugatti last night. I shouldn't have did that. I was like, I should have just saved my money.
Yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
I think that's the problem with the gaming industry. Once when the game gets famous, then, you know, it's just like a person. You know, they get famous and then they just, you know, it's a don't care attitude. I feel like, you know, it happens to a lot of people. Maybe not everybody. There's still, like, you know, there's still some games out there that, you know, that's famous and they've made a name for themselves and they, you know, they overall do well. But then there's some where it's like, it's either that or it's these corporate companies where you're like, okay, well, we need to, you know, build up our, like, retirement. We need to, you know, just pretty much find more ways to make money. It's like honestly, yeah, I know people will probably just think I'm, like, you know, clowning or joking, but I'm like, SpongeBob was probably one of the realest shows to teach us that stuff. Because you sit down and think about it. Like, hear me out on this. Mr. Krabs had the biggest restaurant in the whole Bikini Bottom. All he cared about was money. Like, there's a secret meaning behind that show. Besides, because you sit down and think about it, a show about a sponge. His best friend is a starfish. His other best friend is a squirrel. How does a squirrel live underwater? I really don't know. And his boss is a crab. And the boss's daughter is a whale. Like, that show makes no sense. But then when you sit down and think about it, it's like, oh, wait a second. There's like a hidden meaning within this show. So yeah, once of these companies get like, oh, you know, and then Plankton with his why'd the points just disappear? This game better not start tripping. But anyways, then Plankton, that man's putting in all that work, but he's going about it all wrong. But still, he's putting in all that work just for, you know, nothing good to happen. So yeah, it's like you get like a like, you know, you're gonna have customers, you know, you're gonna be making money. You don't care what you put out. It's like, it may be good quality to some people, but there's gonna be ones that's actually sitting down, they, you know, like playing that stuff on a regular, like, yeah. It's like, they ain't gonna enjoy that. Like, 2K, Call of Duty, I have to say, throughout the time, like, they have, like, it's like mixed for me. Because you know, I like what Call of Duty is, but at the same time, like, I don't like the fact that they only focus on one thing, and that's Warzone. Like, bruh, not everybody is playing Warzone. People still play multiplayer. People still play the campaign. People still play zombies. So, like, focus on that stuff. Add, like, a bunch of zombie maps. They add, like, one map, and then throughout the time, like, progresses on. Then they might add another map. Then they'll add another. And it's like, nah, man. Add, like, multiple maps. Like, me personally, I feel like that Black Ops 4, like, if they probably would have had a campaign mode, they probably would have been the greatest Call of Duty of all time. But, yeah, multiplayer, that's because, yeah, they just strictly put their focus on multiplayer. So I was like, that was good. But if they should have definitely came out with a single-player mode. Because I'm like, you know, not everybody, I know I don't like playing multiplayer all the time, so... But yeah, Black Ops 4, I was like definitely one of the like best like multiplayer experiences in Call of Duty, from zombies to the well, they didn't call it Warzone, they called it like Blackout or something. Multiplayer was good. And it's like, then they came out with Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare, don't get me wrong, Modern Warfare was good too. It's like single player, multiplayer. The co-op mode, that was good too. I did play co-op. Then they came out with Black Ops Cold War, and I'm like, nah. You guys is still focused on, how'd that car start? Alright, I am gonna question it, but... But that game was just pretty much like, oh, let's just do some more stuff for Warzone. And that's the same with this Vanguard, Call of Duty Vanguard. They still focused on Warzone. I'm like, you guys need a separate team to focus on Warzone and then have another team focus on the game itself. Because they don't even have like the graphics thing where you can switch it to performance or switch it to graphics. So then the game's going to be choppy and laggy on the Xbox Series X, which makes no sense to me because I'm like, I'm playing it on the next-gen console, I'm playing the next-gen game, how is it messing up? Like, maybe it might be my TV. Maybe I need to go get me another TV, which I plan on doing. But if the game's still messing up, nah. I'm like, it is a waste getting the Xbox, getting next-gen games, and everything else. No, it's all good. You were setting up a doctor's appointment, so you ain't even got to trip about that. It's in either both you and my friend. Convicted Uckix? What is convinced? Bro, how does me, bruh? I don't even get that. Just falling asleep. Yeah, bruh, you gotta be wide awake for you type in. What's up, Illy? Welcome back. Don't hit the wall, man. Dang. Like, holding down the brake button. It's like, is it a separate brake button? Getting the top 10 list didn't surprise me. Yeah, it's like, if it's a single player game, then yeah, then you know the game is good. That's like, to me, I feel like the single player games are like, you know, those are the games that deserves like 4 or 5 stars. Because they're focused on the end on the game. But it's, you know, with the multiplayer games, if a game got multiplayer, it ain't gonna be good. Got some notifications on my phone anyways. I should have did that one. I'm gonna crash.
In 400 yards.
Fortnite, COD, FIFA, 2K, Assassin's Creed, Destiny, Spider-Man. So yeah, Fortnite, multiplayer game, not good. COD, multiplayer game, not good. FIFA, definitely not good. 2K, definitely not good. Assassin's Creed, cool. Destiny 2, it used to be cool. I haven't really played too much of MLB to say that it's okay or, you know, bad or anything, but based off of what I played, it seems like it might be alright. Spider-Man, good. Demon Souls, don't know too much about it. 2K, once again, not good. Word, shocker. Yeah, Destiny, so here's the thing about Destiny. Destiny used to be good, and then they added that season pass crap. Then it just became bad. So that's why I'm like, it used to be good, now it's not. It's just not worth playing anymore. Maybe, yeah, when they add, like, these new missions and DLCs, now, okay, cool. But the fact that they're adding that and then they got a season pass and you still gotta buy? Nah, man. That's a scam. Destiny 2 is out here scamming. You're charging for the DLCs and the season pass. Oh, and you think by making the game free like that, that's gonna make stuff better. No, it's not. I don't get why it's like you shouldn't be charging people. I'm like, you should have just had it where the game, you still paid for the game. Because at that time, the season pass was free. You had to pay for the DLCs. I would rather pay for the DLCs than the season pass. A few basketball games I actually like. Yeah, because it was a game where it was like, it's not a big corporate game. That was like an arcade game. Workers are bragging about it to prove a point that the game isn't dead. Everybody was in the comments roasting them. Yeah, rightfully deserved. They need to be roasted. And then that's the thing. All they're gonna do is close up their phones or computers, however they're reading the reviews, and they're gonna go right back to making some bad rigged games. Like 2K, I feel like is at this point is like at an all-time low. Like the way that them guys be making games, I'm like, bruh, nah. Maybe this other games, but definitely not the 2K. Dang, I messed my whole car up doing that. I was only the back end. That's so weird.
In 400 yards. Turn left.
Turn left now.
Recalculating route. In 400 yards. Turn left. In 400 yards. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
But yeah, 2K, like, them people know that their games ain't good. But they're all like, oh, we just gonna continue making money off of them, so. But I know, deep down inside, I know they have to know that their games aren't good. And if they don't, and they think that they're, oh, it's just people just hating, it's just people, nah. Yeah, they're hating the fact that they're spending $60, $70 to $100 on your guys' game, and the game ain't good. Especially, it's like spending $100, over $100 on the game. I'm like, nah, that must better come with a jersey or something of my choosing. That's what they need to start doing. It's like to, you know, but even I'm like, but nah, if you're gonna do that, it's like, nah, just focus on the game. Don't do no added on stuff like jerseys or you get like some free, you know, other bundles and crap. Nah, focus on the game. Focus on the game, then come out with some other stuff. Some people just hate because it's a thing to do. My problem is cancel out the constructive criticism a lot of time. I take feedback. And so here's the thing. Like, I feel like, because I know I've had my struggles with that too. You know, where people, they try to like be overly like, you know, critical with what I do. But at the end of the day, do you think you would be overly critical with something that's free or with something that you have to pay for? Like, me personally, I don't feel like that's just a thing to do because, nah, there's a legitimate reason. If they were to release a good game, I feel like that they would do better. Like, hire a brand new team, hire a team that's actually going to do something with the game, take out the season passes and all that stuff. Like, then, you know, then, okay, you working on something here. It's one thing for if this stuff is free. If this stuff is free, then it's like, what are you guys criticizing? The game is literally the freest game of all time. But if that mess ain't free, then it's, you know, like, or it's one thing that, like, okay, pay for the game and then everything else inside free. But it's like, I don't know. They kind of got like a club mentality. Like, you gotta pay to get in the club, you gotta pay to eat, pay to drink, pay to stand, pay to dance, pay to breathe. That's if 2K had a club. But I don't think, you know, like, something's obviously, like, you know, wrong with it. Claim they see the feedback and pass it along, but they don't acknowledge the feedback. Most of the time, if they do reply, it takes them a while. Yeah, and my thing is like, you know that your guys' game isn't good when it's every year getting bad ratings. So my thing is this, like, if it's getting bad ratings every year, like, what's the ratings for 2K? Let me check real quick. I know it's going to be something, like, it's definitely going to be no 4 or 5 star game, but top paid games, because, you know, everybody be, all right. 2 stars, that's the Xbox One edition. Where's the Xbox Series X edition? Wait, what's this? Okay, well, this is like the anniversary edition, but 2 stars. Like, look at 2K2. Where is that at? I passed it? I might have passed it. No, I don't think I passed it. Probably like further down the rankings. That's the thing. I'm like, why do you have it where like the old ones is like up on here too? I'm like, bro, like, take that game out. As you have seen, Matt, and oh, they added Mad Max. I should have bought that game. Mad Max is actually fun. Did I ever beat that? No, I beat that game. No, I had beat it. Where is 2K21? I should just search for it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just search. I should buy Mafia 3. I might end up buying that game. Nope. Two stars. 2 stars, bruh. That's the Xbox One edition. The Xbox Series X edition, also 2 stars. The 2K28, boy, bragging about that. I'm like, yeah, that ain't something to brag over. I'm like, you brag when your game is getting like 5 stars and stuff. That's when you start bragging. But if your game is like every year, same time, okay, bad ratings, yeah, bruh, your game ain't good. You doing something wrong. Take time to read reviews one day. It honestly, because there's been times where I've sat down and have, you know, read some of the reviews. Same thing I just said. Bad mechanics, pay to win, And then even like, you know, even if you do like pay to make your player better, you still are not good. That's literally everybody. Maybe there might be, I don't know, maybe it might be some other things that people, they just, you know, overall just saying, oh, game's stupid, and then, you know, not saying anything like, you know, criticizing. But I want, my thing is this, I want the best for 2K. I want to be able to one day just be like, hey, you know what? I love this game. I want to be able to say those words and actually mean it. But I don't, and I'm like, I don't think I ever would say that. If they keep going at the rate that they're going, it's like, it's never going to happen. Now, you know, who am I to 2K? I'm a nobody. I'm proud to say it. I'm a nobody when it comes to 2K. Them guys is making $1 billion every year, but they're having to scam their fans to do it.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
I don't know if this guy is trying to chase me or what. I don't know why every time in a driving game people be trying to chase me.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn right.
Space Forza take up. I don't know. I don't think it takes up a whole lot of space. Let me check real quick. Oh, 101 gigabytes, so. Yeah, it's a pretty big game. Just like, because it has like a crap ton of cars in here. I think they say it has like over 200 cars or hundreds of cars. It was either over 200 or just hundreds. And then, of course, the map size, which, I don't know, like, the map seems like it's roughly the same size in Forza Horizon 4. Yeah, it is freaking, it's a big game. But, I don't know, like, it's okay. Like I said, don't buy it. Wait till you get an Xbox Series X or S. And then, yeah. Because I think you were the one that was saying you want to get an Xbox Series S. I think you might have been one. I don't know. Somebody. But don't buy it. Get it for free. Or get the Xbox Game Pass and then download it. Have an S. Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah. Then, you know, just, yeah, get the Game Pass and then download it for free. I gotta check. Why did my phone start updating? I swear, man. It's like I got, that thing still says ordered. Man, that thing ain't coming in today. I order an exercise watch off of Amazon. I'm like, no, that mess ain't coming in today. Come available upgrade. Yeah, they, I mean, I don't know, like, it probably is best, like, in case if you get a game on disc and you don't like it, then you could take it up to GameStops or, you know, yeah, sell it, but that's what I'm like with the Xbox. If I had to get the Xbox Series S, I definitely would have been, I probably would have never bought any games that was questionable. Like 2K, nah. I'm like, I ain't doing that to myself. I'm getting that game on disc. I think then I would have probably still kept my PlayStation and then just been like, I'll just, you know, play the disc games, see how they are. They're not good. I ain't fooling with it.
You have arrived at your destination.
That's what I should. I should just go ahead and, if I see the digital PlayStation 5s available, then I'll just go and get like the single player games, like the games I know that's gonna be good, like Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, actual good games.
In 400.
I could do that race. Yeah, let's do that race.
400 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
I don't do disc games. Yeah, a lot of people, I mean, there's, I still do. People have stopped, but I still get them because I'm like, nah, I might not like a game, and I'm stuck with it. Nah, bruh. I don't want to be stuck with no games. If a game is, trash, I want to be able to take that game, back to the store and, either get my money back or, yeah, just overall, like, I don't want this. Take it back. It's like, you know this game is trash. Why would you sell it to somebody? 7.1, the Bentley. 7.6, so the Bentley is actually faster. You would think as popular as digital games, they let you fund it. Yeah, I'm saying, like, you know, especially with these, the Xbox Series S and then the digital PlayStation 5, I'm like, bruh, nah, you guys gotta have it where people are able to get their money back. Because Steam, that's the one thing I have to say I like about Steam. And it might be a day where I'm like, you know what, I'm done with consoles, I'm just gonna play games on PC. But, nah, I respect Steam so much because they're like, oh, if you don't like a game, you can play it for like 2 hours or keep it for a week or whatever. And, yeah, then overall, like, if you don't like it, you can't get your money back. PlayStation and Xbox, they are like, nah, we gotta throw hands if you want a refund. They're like, you gotta go through our combat training system. You gotta become president of the United States. You gotta drive a car off a building. You gotta do every mission in Grand Theft Auto Vice City stories just to throw a person off. Because there's like probably a whole lot of people who ain't played it, but there's like, nah, you can't do it in the game. You gotta do those missions in real life. So you gotta commit crimes. You gotta figure out who killed Biggie. I think that has been figured out, but they still can't identify the person. But you gotta rebuild the Titanic ship and then sink it and recreate the scene with Jack and Rose at the very end. What other things they're gonna be like? Oh, then you have to get a response from your crush. There's like, you get left on scene, then you won't overall get a refund. Alright, I'm gonna let you think about that one, Wholesome. I'm gonna let you sit down and think about that one. Black or blue? Wasn't it black and blue? Everybody was saying, like, it's like white and gold. And I'm like, y'all is colorblind. I was like, they just, honestly, I feel like when that photo came out, they just had colorblind people arguing with people that's not colorblind. It was like, dude, we were really beefing with colorblind people. The dress was black and blue. I was like, if you seen white and gold, I'm like, yeah, let me take my glasses off and give them to you. Like, forget the East Coast, West Coast beef. We had the, you know, non-colorblind and colorblind beef. Imagine being a gang member and you're colorblind. You gotta go to a meeting, everybody wearing red. You show up there wearing pink, yellow, and green. They're like, bro, what is you wearing? I'm like, red. They're like, that is not red, man. You got on 3 different colors. And none of them is remotely red. know one thing. I freaking love Bentleys now. Bentleys are nice cars. Like, be a gang member and colorblind. You have an emotional breakdown because you don't know what colors people is wearing. You see blue, that person's like, bro, I'm wearing all black. It's like, come on, give me a car. A car. Yeah, $40,000 because, you know, all the cars in here is like, good cars at least gonna cost way more than that.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Speaking of games, you know. Oh, yeah, he's not really a blood. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that guy, yeah, he's a questionable person. I'm like, you should not be claiming a gang if you're not affiliated or a part. He probably knows somebody that was, yeah. And now he's trying to say, like, he's like I don't know if it was a black or a gangsta disciple, but either way, I'm like, bro, you can't, you know, it's one thing to claim a gang and then, you know, be like, oh, you know, like, that's me, I rep that. And then they don't, you know, claim you, then you're like, oh, well, no, I'm actually a black disciple, whatever gang he's, you know, calling now. He said, term with, yeah. And I'm like, nah, bruh. You made a song and popularized the word whoopty, but you didn't create the word whoopty. That's like me saying I create, you know, the title boss because boss is in my name. It's like I'm gonna do that now. I'm like, I came up with the word boss. I was the first person to use the word boss. Like, he was on Soulja Boy stuff before Soulja Boy. He's like, I'm the first rapper that ever used the word whoopty. Tried to copyright the word. Went through. Oh, nah. I'm pretty sure that didn't go so good. Nah. I think it was like he would have to show proof, and then, of course, they would, you know, do some investigation to see, like, you know, the words usage and stuff. Because that was like that one YouTube channel, the React channel, where they were trying to copyright claim the word react and reactions and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, and look how that turned out. It's like, yeah, you can't copyright a word and you know, nah. Now, a name is one thing, but a word, no. Like me, I can copyright the name TMossBoss. But the word just boss, like, you can't copyright that. Like, I'm taking every... Forgot that even happened. Yeah, it was so dumb when they did that. That was like when I started doing reaction videos too. I remember when I started doing reaction videos and that news had came out. I'm like, how are they gonna copyright a word? Like, how? How does that even work? I'm like, it's not even possible. There's so many people using that word, so you mean it's some... And yeah, everybody, bro, everybody was outraged by that. So yeah, there's like an investigation, because I think that's where I had read all that stuff from. Like, they, when you go to a courthouse and try to like copyright claim a word or a name or whatever, or even so much as like opening up a business, like, you have to, you know, they have to do like an investigation, see if there's any other companies and all that other stuff out there that's using it. And once when they don't, then I guess, you know, just simplified terms, like once when they see that nobody else is using that name, then they're all like, okay, you know, we hand you off this this letter, this word is yours, all this other extra stuff, and then you're good. But that's one thing that I've always worried about. I'm like, I feel like there's gonna be a day where somebody tries to like copyright my like name and be like, I'm gonna have to change my own name, even though I've been using it long before everybody else. You know, that's why certain wrestlers have to get a new name and other. Oh yeah, no, I read about that. It's a bacon. Yeah, good luck with that, Wholesome. Even bacon's been around for freaking, you know, the forever, pretty much. Probably since the beginning of times, but yeah, good luck with that. But yeah, there's like there's certain wrestlers. That's why Daniel Daniel Bryan. Well, his real name is Bryan Danielson, but
You have arrived at your destination.
this is my nickname, so it isn't. No, you can't. Like bacon is no, you can't. You can call yourself bacon, but you can't like. Oh nah, the word's mine now. Like it don't work like that. Yeah, Wholesome got like some weird like fetish with bacon. I don't know why, but tries to like push it off on me, and I'm like, that's all you, bruh. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Wait, if this is cross country, I'm gonna need me a freaking yeah. There's 5.7, 5.6. Only all right. Yeah, we just gonna use this truck. Turkey bacon is good. I'm trying to think. Have I tried turkey bacon? I probably did and just don't remember. High school basketball team. There's this one. I remember there's this customer at my old job. He would call me hot dog, and I'm like, I don't know if it was a brown thing or what, but I'm like, he was a cool customer though. Now that dude was chill. He always he was this old dude. He always would tell me some like wild stories. I remember he said he took like a trip to Dubai, and he was telling me how Dubai is, and I'm like, bruh, I know I should be working, but I'm like, nah, man, tell me more about Dubai. Like, tell me your old war stories, bro. That old dude was chilled. I remember there was another occasion, he randomly gave me $10. I'm like, bro, this is freaking Red Bull money, man. I'll be able to join tonight. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Oh, it's all chill. I ain't tripping about it. But anyways, talk to you later, Illy. Appreciate you for stopping by the stream today. Always good to have, the OGs in the stream. I mean, it's always good to have anybody in the stream, but it's good to have the OGs. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Just chatting days, exactly, yeah. The streams where I was just sitting down listening to copyright-free music. Are you? I ain't playing this game. That's stupid. That's one thing they gotta take out is that hitting the wall stuff. That's just dumb. It's like people sitting there and make a game and they just brain dead. They say what day? The 8th? It's the 8th. That's 2 weeks from now. Okay. Begin your own legend. Nah, I'm good. Probably play a couple of games of this, then go ahead, call it a day with this stream. Again, it's fun again. A competition between companies, not sales. Sales now versus They're like, that's the thing. I'm like, if you guys just come out, like, if you gotta go back to the old days where, you know, playing the game, buy the deal, or buy the game, buy the DLCs, but all the extra stuff, like, in game, like, you just gotta play it, unlock it, you're good. Like, that's fun. That's something, like, that gives a person a reason to play a game. But it's like, oh, I gotta buy a season pass and then do the progression to, like, unlock that stuff. And then you got to buy like an additional, like, there's like the regular season pass, and then there's like the season pass you got to buy. No, I'm like, you guys are just out here just scamming people.
Their flag awaits. Make it yours.
Hostiles in sight. Close.
That'd been a dope grenade kill if I did get it. Well, dang. Alright. We were excited for the new coming games. Feel nothing's. Expects to be tagged. Yeah. Yeah, it's like games today. I'm like, nah, you guys just flop with those games. Why is it like you know, it'd just be smart if they gave me more than like what, 2 freaking clips. Like, it's 2 clips and you're out of ammo. Like, bruh, come on, man. I don't know why it's like multiplayer, they just, oh, you get no ammo. I don't know why that. It's like, what kind of gun does he got? It's like, whatever that is, give me that. Look, teammates are like, nah, let me just stand here and just look. Look, old game. Gotta find them. I think so, because I'm like, I haven't, they don't have it where you can, get a gun from the, like, creating classes and stuff. Because it takes, like, forever to, level up in this game, so... Yeah, I don't think they doing that. Yeah, I think this is going to be my one and only game. Squeeze in one Halo game, and I'm calling it a day. What's the point of having a force field if they gonna shoot through it? Like, that's smart. He killed himself with the ATV. Wow.
Round 2. You've got them on the run.
Taking damage.
They're gonna come in from around.
Grenade out. Enemy Ranger closing in. First kill. Got him.
They've taken our flag.
There we go.
Return.
Over there. Hostiles in sight.
Hey, man, Juan MG 24. You probably ain't even really 24.
They have our flag. Take it back.
How they manage?
What a reliable weapon. Flag return.
Man came in full speed, four-wheeler and everything. You alright? Dang, what was all that? Man came in full speed, talking about America.
Ammo reserves depleting.
Spartan down.
They have our flag. Take it back. 30 seconds remaining.
Like, where's the teammates at? Like, you guys sitting here trying to drive around and shoot. Like, bruh, man. Him storming the White House, probably.
Skewer available. Sudden death. Flag return.
Dang. Oh, we even won. How we win the last round? We ain't went nowhere with the flag.
Elimination. Round.
Still using.
We've got this in the
I'm
bag.
saying, bro, it's like at times, like I like, look, I ain't gonna say I'm the best player of all time, but I do feel like that I'd be doing a lot more. Like, I'm actually trying to play the game. People's all like, oh, look at that. That's a cool looking pink cloud.
Get back, rabble.
It's like, I didn't even have to shoot, homie.
Hurry the flag back to base.
Take some damage.
It's like, hey, bruh, slow it down. Just wait. Man, freaking help! This guy, like, you... This is why I don't like playing multiplayer games. This is exactly why. What is he doing?
Enemy flag return.
Man, people are just simple-minded when they play games. This is the main reason why I don't like playing multiplayer games. teammates was like, oh, let's just run around and just look stupid. They're like not even trying to capture the flag. They just standing on one side. We're the ones capturing the flag.
It's yours. Now capture it. Didn't see that coming, did they?
I'm killing people with the flag. Look at the three teammates. The three teammates that's supposed to be helping. Oh my god, man. It's so stupid playing with people. Now they want to show up and do stuff.
30 seconds remaining. Enemy flag.
I swear, man.
Skewer inbound.
Oh my god. It's like, yeah, because of the freaking teammates that I'm playing with.
Enemy team facing elimination. Round.
It's like, does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. It's like, man, they like sitting here defending what? There's nothing to defend. I captured the flag twice. I killed people with the flag. Where's my teammates at? Oh my god, man. It's like, this is why you gotta play with friends. You can't play with randoms, because randoms, they play the game and it's, you know, I've played games like with AIs and it's been better.
They've taken our flag.
I swear, man. I don't care what round we're on. I don't care, like, after this round, I'm done. These guys can play this game by themselves. I'm not going to contribute to a game, and it's like the teammates ain't even trying to do nothing, so they can play this by themselves.
Tango's closing in.
Flag returned. Leadership inbound.
Tango's closing in.
Cinder shot available.
I swear, they're worse than that. They worse. They much more worse than that. Like, I would say some stuff, but I'm like, you know what? Nah. I know it'd be against TOS, but everything TOS. That's what these guys are. So,
Enemies hurt.
Flag returned. 10 seconds.
because it's, you know, it doesn't make any sense. Like, we could have won that last round, but they're like, no, let's just stand around and just, yeah. We won that because of me. I don't care what anybody says. We won that because of me. I was the only one actually doing stuff in this game. Yeah, I know I was gonna be above everybody else. I knew that for a fact. I was the only one doing stuff. Nah, they can play that game by themselves. I ain't playing that with that team. Just so I can carry it. That's pretty much like a LeBron James playing for Cleveland all over again. Like, I don't get it. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead, call it a day with this stream. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Shout out to NT Goat 26 for the follow while I wasn't streaming. In the meantime, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, it was great talking to you too, Wholesome. Stay tuned for the next stream, and peace.